Imagine you are stepping into such a world where in every direction something unknown is hidden. Some seen so wonderful that believing it becomes difficult, and some so mysterious that the soul trembles. There is a strange echo in the air. In every corner of the earth is hidden some story. Time here does not flow as it does in the rest of the world. Here stones speak, lakes change colors, and nature itself whispers its mysteries. This journey will show you the face of the earth that very few people have seen, where every sight is no less than a miracle, and every step leads towards some ancient secret. Get ready, because now what you are going to see is not just a journey, but an experience that will change something within you forever. Number 1. Unexplained depression, the living hell of the boiling earth. Spread in the middle of the desert, this place seems like a piece of some other planet. Unexplained depression of Ethiopia is that place where the earth still breathes, burns, and is shaping itself in a new form. As soon as you step here, the smell of scorching metal is felt in the air, and the colors spread far are so strange that words cannot describe them. Yellow, green, blue, orange, as if the earth itself has poured its anger and beauty in one place. Lava boiling continuously under the ground, scorching sun above, and in between pit-like lakes made of minerals that keep boiling every moment. Here the temperature often reaches above 50 degrees, and the open salt in the air starts pricking the skin. But even in this harshness, life has found a way. Microscopic organisms that are visible only through microscope. Even in this poisonous acidic water, they keep thriving. This itself is the proof that nature's existence never gives up. When the process of forming oceans and atmosphere was going on, standing here it is felt that the planet is still alive, still saying something from within. The sun burns like a ball of fire above the head, and the ground trembles under the feet, as if the heart of some ancient demon is beating. Scientists count it among the Earth's most extreme sights. But whoever comes here is gripped, not by science but by wonder. Amid the fog spread in every direction, and the smell of sulfur, the air feels like electricity. Da, da, as if the Earth is talking to its own depths, and then it is realized. We do not just walk on its surface, we breathe on its living body. The Unexplained depression is not just a place, it is the boiling heart of the Earth, where destruction and creation happen together, and hidden in every heartbeat is the oldest mystery of our planet. Number 2. Rechucture, the mysterious cyclorama of the eye of the earth. In the midst of the silent sand of Africa's vast Sahara, where only golden silence spreads up to the horizon, there has emerged on the face of the earth a wonderful circular figure, Rechucture structure, which the world calls the Eye of the Sahara. This is no ordinary geological formation, but such a mystery that is visible even from space. Viewed from above, it looks like a massive blue and golden-colored eye, which has been staring towards the sky for centuries. Its circular layers are so precise and symmetric that it seems as if some invisible architect has etched cosmic geometry on the chest of the desert. Its diameter is about 40 kilometers, meaning even bigger than the entire city of Delhi, and every circle going from its outer layers to the center embraces geological layers of millions of years within itself, according to scientists. This structure was once a dome-shaped mountain, which changed into these perfect circles while eroding with time, winds, and rains. Some believe that it was formed 100 million years ago from the impact of some meteorite, while some call it the remnant of an ancient volcano. But the mystery does not end here. Its precise symmetry and the clarity of the center seem much more deliberate than any natural erosion. This is why many researchers have also estimated that this is a sign of some ancient civilization that perhaps flourished here and now is buried under the sand. But no solid proof of this theory has been found, due to which the mystery deepened. The rocks around Rechucture structure are like the Earth's geological diary. Some have marine fossils, which tell that once there was a sea here, while other rocks are so old that they themselves have seen the birth of continents. When the sun sets over this formation, then its circular rings shine like layers of gold and copper, as if some massive eye is slowly closing. At night, when the sheet of stars scatters over it, and this scene is so captivating that even scientists cannot explain it only as a physical structure. Local Bedouin tribes call it the Eye of the Earth, and believe that this is a sacred place where sky and earth communicate. Many travelers have said here a strange energy, light vibration, as if some massive heart is beating under the sand. Even when studied with modern equipment, Many unknown layers were found below, whose form has not been fully understood even today. Richat's structure is not just a geological mystery, but the self-portrait of the Earth. That picture which shows that our Earth too is alive, thinks and remembers. When you stand on its periphery and look at the circular horizon spread far, then for a moment you forget that you are on some planet. It feels as if you are standing in the pupil of some massive living being's eye, and it is slowly watching you. Perhaps this is the biggest mystery of Richat's structure. It is not only the Eye of Sahara, but itself that mirror of the Earth, in which it sees both its past and future. Number 3. Vermilion Cliffs, the frozen waves of stones. Spread on the border of America's Arizona and Utah, in the Vermilion Cliffs National Monument Place, is where stones appear, flowing like waves changed by time. Viewed from afar, this landscape seems like a painter's canvas. But as you come close, it is realized that every line, every turn, every formation has been sculpted by wind and rain over thousands of years. The most famous scene is the wave, a sandstone strip which is bent in such a gentle way that it seems as if someone has folded the stone like a silk ribbon. Layers of red, rust, saffron, and pink colors intertwined create such an illusion in which time seems to have stopped. In the soft light of the morning, these lines shine like golden mist. In the harsh sun of the afternoon, they appear metallic hard, and as evening comes, immortal peace descends in the same lines. Local tribes call them the memory lines of the Earth. Such lines in which the dream of old dunes still breathes. They are little shade of trees in this land. Water is rare, and the source of sound is only the wind, which whistles passing through the valleys. There is something in that sound which is beyond description, as if you were hearing the music of stones. Scientists believe that the layers here were once frozen as sand dunes thousands of millions of years ago, then hardened into sandstone with minerals, and finally wind rain gave them today's unique patterns. But it is not bound only by science. When a person stands on these wavy surfaces, then a deep stillness fills within him. Such silence which is not empty, but filled with meaning. These lines not only colors, but also tell directions. They tell from which direction the winds came, how the rains came, and at what moment the Earth gave birth to new shapes from within itself. Sometimes clouds come very low and light gets trapped in small grooves, creating soft twinkling. Then the rocks seem to start breathing. In Vermilion Cliffs, man loses the sense of his size. Here neither any massive tree gives reference, nor any river measures. Only waves are there which are still, and in stillness there is flow. Stepping into this flow, it feels as if you are walking on some transparent floor of flowing time inside the Earth, where every line is a past season, and every turn opens towards some unseen future. This feeling is not only of seeing, but of descending within and feeling, where in every breath the slow tune of nature, in every silence, unspoken dialogue, and behind every color, a tale pulsates, which cannot be bound in words. Number 4. Rotorua, the land breathing fire and steam. Located on the North Island of New Zealand, Rotorua is that place where the veins of the Earth still feel the heat running. The air is heavy with the smell of sulfur. Thin curtains of steam float in the valleys, and bubbling mud pots are seen boiling everywhere, as if the Earth is releasing the accumulated tension from within itself in the form of small sighs. Geysers suddenly whistle and leap towards the sky, filling the scene with mist and light for a moment. The local Mbori community calls this area Te Wakarwarwa, boiling land, and believes that the breaths of gods are heard here. In their ceremonies, steam, water, and stone seem to communicate with each other, as if the primordial language of creation is still spoken here. Scientists call it the apocalypse of tectonic plates action, proximity of magma chambers, and geothermal flows. But when you stand on the shore of a hot lake and see rainbows breaking and the waves rising on the surface, then explanation lags behind. At night, Rotorua looks like some otherworldly stage. White columns of steam between darkness, distant crackling sounds somewhere, and the subtle rain of particles falling from the geyser. During the day, this very landscape is an open laboratory, where nature demonstrates its rules. The dance of heat, pressure, minerals, and water. In this dance, the sense of time changes. Seconds seem like long breaths sometimes. A slow vibration rises from inside the Earth, which climbs up from the soles to the ears. This is no mere sound, but the heartbeat of the planet. Rotorua reminds us that our Earth is not only the geography of the surface, but also the living map inside, where heat and cold, solid and liquid, peace and power continuously balance and coexist. Standing here, it feels that we are on that thin line drawn between fire and water, where creation writes itself anew every moment. This feeling is not only of seeing, but of descending within and feeling, where in every breath, the slow tune of nature, in every silence, unspoken dialogue, and behind every color, a tale pulsates, which cannot be bound in words. Number 5. Zhangjiaji Mountains. The forest of stones floating in the sky. Located in China's Hunan province, Zhangjiaji National Forest Park creates such a landscape that upon seeing it, faith wavers. Thousands of sandstone pillar peaks rise above between fog and clouds, as if islands floating in the sky. The roots of these peaks remain hidden in the valleys, and the tops often touch the clouds and become invisible. The air is cold and transparent, and from afar, the sounds of waterfalls seem to come from unseen sources. Each pillar is the sculpture art of time. Years of rain, wind, and frost have sculpted them, and balanced them on such thin bases that they appear standing against gravity. In the morning light, golden streams settle on their edges, and as the day rises, layers of green vegetation spread like a carpet on them. Local tales tell that these mountains are the resting place of sky travelers, meditating sages turned into stone while speaking in this mist. Scientists call this area rich in quartz sandstone, where water erosion and disintegration have created seemingly impossible pillars. But when you pass between two peaks, through a narrow bridge, and the gaze gets lost in the depth of the mist below, then logic fades away, only feeling remains. A strong gust of wind comes and the clouds seem to slide right and left, touching the pillars. At that moment, it feels as if the entire scene has floated a little. Here, evening descends very slowly. First, the sounds become sparse, then the colors fade, and finally only shapes remain, which dissolve into the deep blue of the night. Zhangjiaji makes us realize that stillness can also be a form of motion. Stones can also fly, if the sky lifts them on its shoulders. This feeling is not only of seeing, but of descending within and feeling, where in every breath, the slow tune of nature, in every silence, unspoken dialogue, and behind every color, a tale pulsates which cannot be bound in words. Number 6. Pamukkale, the heavenly waterfall flowing on white stairs. Pamukkale of Turkey is such a miracle, where water, light, and minerals together sculpt a living statue. On the hilly slopes, terraces of limestone spread like white, silky, and lunar stairs. And on them, hot mineral-rich water flows in thin streams, filling small pools as it goes. When sunlight falls, these pools sometimes sparkle like pearls, sometimes change to light turquoise, and sometimes descend into the eyes like milky blue gentle expansion. Below, the remnants of the ancient city Hierapolis bear witness to time. Bathhouses, pillars, and amphitheater, whose above this natural white script writes a new letter every moment. People have considered these hot water sources healing for centuries, perhaps because the peace here bathes the mind before the body. As evening falls, the white stairs start dissolving in golden aura, and an invisible music descends on the plateau, spread far. Of flowing water, slow wind, and those steps that carefully stick on the edges. From a scientific perspective, this is the formation of travertine, deposition of carbonate minerals which has been forming for thousands of years in the balance of temperature, flow, and evaporation. But when the gaze is not limited only to calculation, then Pamukkale becomes a memory. Memory of light, memory of coolness, and memory of that moment when you stand on those stairs for the first time and feel yourself light. Viewed from above, the terraces look like a jewel-encrusted crown. Descending below, a piece of sky is seen imprisoned in each pool. Pamukkale teaches us that purity is no color. It is an experience written on stone with the fingers of water and becomes more radiant with time. This feeling is not only of seeing, but of descending within and feeling, where in every breath, the slow tune of nature, in every silence, unspoken dialogue, and behind every color, a tale pulsates which cannot be bound in words. Number 7. Zhangjiadongsha, the rainbow of God's colors. Located in China's Gansu province, Zhangjiadongsha National Geological Park is such a place that after seeing it, it becomes difficult to believe that this is the land of some planet and not the canvas of some artist's dream. The earth here is filled with colors. Layers of red, yellow, orange, purple, green, and blue, spread in such a way as if some god has spilled colors from his plate and scattered them all over the earth. As soon as the first rays of the sun touch these hills, the entire scene suddenly comes alive. Lines shine, layers sparkle, and a light smell of warm soil dissolves in the air. It feels as if the earth has awakened from a deep sleep and now is breathing with its colors. From a scientific perspective, this place is the result of millions of years of geological process. Layers of sandstone and minerals kept depositing continuously, and with time, wind and rain ran their chisel on them. As a result of this carving, every layer took different colors. Red from iron, yellow from copper, green from chloride, and purple color generated from mineral oxide. But when someone stands there, the scientific explanation lags behind and only wonder remains. The scene here keeps changing continuously with the daylight. In the morning, these mountains twinkle in light golden color. By afternoon, they start burning in fire-like red and orange colors, and as evening falls, they sink into purple and blue silence. Spread in every direction, these colors seem like some living being which changes its form with every breath. Stepping into this entire area, it feels as if you have entered within some divine painting. Where every rocks, every turn tells a new story. When the wind passes between these hills, a light echo is heard. As if these colors themselves are speaking, local people call it the Temple of Earth's Rainbow, and believe that gods once meditated here. They say that hidden in these colors are the emotions of gods. Red is their courage, yellow their intelligence, blue their compassion, and purple their mysterious power. The arrival of night in Janjadungsha is also as magical as the daylight of the day. When the sun sets, then these mountains sink into deep silence, and stars start twinkling on their peaks. When moonlight falls on them, the colors do not fade but become more mysterious. Silver light spreads on the surface of the rocks, which seems like the flame of some old temple's lamp. There is peace in the air. No birds, no water sound, only the breath of the earth and the pulsation of colors. Standing at this place, it feels as if you have reached that point of time where nature and imagination are one. Scientists have also found that in the layers of these colors are fossils and mineral structures millions of years old, which narrate the story of the Earth's evolution. But the true power of this place is not in its scientific explanation, but in its silence. The silence here is not a symbol of emptiness, but a music. Slow, deep, and infinite. This is the very music for which perhaps gods too would have descended on the earth. When you stand alone between these colors, then you also feel the same layers within yourself. Energy like red, peace like blue, and radiance like yellow. This itself is the true power of this mountain. It not only shows but also descends within, where Janjadungsha makes us realize that the earth is not only a collection of solid substances, but a living memory. It embraces its pain, joy, and history in its colors. Every rock is a poem, every line, a mark, and every color, an emotion. When the last rays of the sun bid farewell from these hills, it feels as if the gods themselves have kept the brush and gone to rest, and the earth stands holding their incomplete dream. This is that moment when man understands that nature is not only beautiful, but also sacred, and in every breath of it, some unspoken creation of God is still alive. Number 8. Lake Natron. The Red Mirror Lake, where life also turns to stone, is located in the north of Tanzania and Africa. This lake is one of the Earth's most bizarre and mysterious sights. Lake Natron is that place where beauty and fear breathe together. Viewed from afar, this lake looks like some red mirror, a massive shiny surface which turns the reflection of the sun's rays into blood red. But when you reach close, then this beauty slowly turns into unease. The red color shining on its surface is actually the result of chemical reaction of minerals, salt, and microscopic organisms. The water here is extremely alkaline. Its pH level is more than 10, which can prove fatal for any living being. When the wind blows on the shores of the lake, then the small waves rising on its surface sparkle. As if molten glass is flowing, and between that flow somewhere, you will see some bird or animal's stone-like rigid body, which is not fossil, but recently after death. This lake itself has turned it into a statue. It seems as if death has been imprisoned here by the cold layer of time. The transformation inside Lake Natron is not only terrifying but also wonderful. Here, microscopic algae and cyanobacteria-like organisms live which can thrive in this lake's alkalinity. Due to these very ones, the water's color becomes deep red or sometimes orange. Even when the temperature reaches 60 degrees Celsius in summers, these small organisms keep doing photosynthesis, as if life itself is challenging its existence. Feeding on them, millions of flamingo birds make nests here. When their flocks descend on the surface of the lake, then the entire scene looks like the shadow of some red sky. This lake is life for them, but death for someone else. This very contradiction makes Lake Natron so mysterious. It is also the symbol of life and also of destruction. The land around the lake also looks like some other planet. At barren rocks, dry trees, and flying ash create a desolate but captivating scene. When the sun sets, then the entire area sinks into deep red and golden color, and the lake's surface starts shining like a mirror. It seems as if sky and earth have dissolved into each other. At this time, the silence spread on the lake is so deep that you can hear even the sound of your breath. This silence is not of emptiness, but of a mysterious presence. As if the earth is hiding some ancient mystery here. Local tribes call it the Mirror of Gods. They believe that if someone goes to the center of this lake, then he never returns, because his soul merges into that reflection. Scientists say that the specialty of this lake is its chemical composition. It has compounds of sodium carbonate, magnesium, and calcium, which emerged from active volcanoes in ancient times. This area is still geologically active. Therefore, gases rising from time to time here and hot steam make this lake even more mysterious. Sometimes from afar, this lake appears burning. Red aura, thin layers of steam, and dust floating in the air together create such a scene that sways between dream and reality. The deepest aspect of Lake Natron is that this lake forces us to think about the boundaries between life and death. Every person standing here understands that in nature, beauty is not always gentle. Sometimes it is so intense that even seeing it demands courage. This lake is like that truth which upon seeing man understands his limits. Death here is not static, but artistic. Every stone-like figure is a statue. Every silence a story, and when night descends, then this red mirror slowly dissolves into the black sky, and stars shine on its surface, as if souls are returning home. At that moment, this lake does not remain just a natural phenomenon, but becomes the deepest metaphor of existence, where life and death both are reflections of each other, and between them only the difference of a thin, twinkling wave. Number 9. Lengua Maranhenses, the moving paradise of sand and water, spread in the northeast of Brazil. Lengua Maranhenses National Park is that place where the earth shows its most bizarre contradiction in living form. Viewed from afar, this place looks like an ordinary desert. White sand spread for hundreds of kilometers, harsh sun and silence spread up to the horizon. But as soon as you step inside it, everything changes. Here suddenly blue, green, and turquoise lakes emerge between the sand which turn this entire scene into an otherworldly beauty. This is the very place where desert and water exist together. Two opposing elements, which never coexist in the rest of the world. Here, water is not permanent, but its presence momentary yet seems eternal. Every rainy season, this area turns into thousands of lakes, and when summers come, they slowly dry up, leaving only salty marks. This very continuous cycle of birth and extinction makes it a moving paradise. When you walk on these sand dunes, then with every step, the feet sink into the soft sand, and no sound is heard far. Only the light rustling of the wind and sometimes the slow pats of water are heard. This silence is not terrifying but captivating. It feels as if time has stopped here. Viewed from above, this landscape looks like some massive painting. Waves of white sand and blue lakes scattered between them seem like a strip of some artist's colors. When the sun rises, then this sand becomes golden and the color of the lakes changes to deep turquoise. In the afternoon, the same water becomes the reflection of the white sky, and in the evening the entire scene sinks into pink and golden light. Every moment here, the color, form, and temperature keep changing, as if the earth is wearing a new face with every breath. According to scientists, this entire area is made of fine sand brought by ancient rivers. During rains, when water gets trapped between this sand, it forms natural ponds. The special minerals present in the soil here and the geological situation keep this water intact for months. But this lake is not permanent. They keep changing, keep erasing, and then return. This instability makes this place mysterious. Local people say that this is the dream province of the earth, where every lake is the reflection of some soul which takes birth and then gets extinct again. They say that when the wind takes away the sand, it also takes the stories of old souls with it, and when rain returns, then they take birth again in water form. The nights of Unexplained are also as magical as the day. When the moon rises, then the entire sand starts shining like silver, and the lakes start twinkling from its reflection. The water is so clear that stars seem floating in it. This is that moment when sky and earth dissolve into each other. No boundary remains. No distance is left. At that time, if any person stands alone here, then he realizes that he is in some dream, where everything is true and yet impossible. There is a light smell of sea in the air here, which comes from the Atlantic Ocean and touches these lakes. From afar, some birds are seen flying. Their shadows wave in the water and fade after a while. Everything is temporary. But in the very temporariness, there is a glimpse of nectar. This itself is the biggest mystery of this place. It searches for beauty not in permanence, but in change. Unexplained teaches us that nature never remains static. It continuously forms, erases, and keeps taking birth again. Here every lake bears witness to this truth, that the meaning of beauty is not to remain but to flow. When the sun touches the horizon for the last time and its light spreads on the lakes, then the entire desert echoes like some ancient prayer. This place makes us realize that perhaps creation too is like this. Momentary, changeable, and yet infinitely beautiful. Number 10. Uyun Salt Flat. The mirror descending the sky on the earth. Spread in Bolivia of South America, Uyun Salt Flat or Salar de Uyun is the Earth's largest salt flat. Such an expanse where the line between Earth and sky completely erases. Spread over about 10,000 square kilometers, this area looks like a vast white ocean, where no horizon is found, and in front of the eyes only, infinite light, salt, and silence is there. When it rains, then a thin layer of water forms on its surface, and the entire flat turns into a massive mirror. In this mirror, clouds, stars, and sun appear as if the sky has placed itself on the earth. At that moment, it becomes impossible to determine whether you are standing in the sky or on the ground. During the day, this place is filled with dazzle. Sun's rays reflect with such intensity on the salt layers that the eyes get dazzled. Dazzled in every direction, just white shine as if both time and space have disappeared. The layers of salt crystals under the feet crunch, and the air is so dry that every breath feels like a light fire. But when clouds bend low, and a light layer of rain falls on it, then this very flat becomes the Earth's most peaceful, most deep scene. A such mirror in which everything can see its other form. In this moment, the size of man also gets lost. He remains only as a reflection, small part of nature's infinite expanse. Scientists say that this flat was formed from the drying of an ancient lake. Thousands of years ago, massive Lake Minchin used to be here, which slowly dried up, and behind it remained mineral salt gave birth to this unique land. Even today, about 10 billion tons of salt is present in this area, and under it are massive reserves of lithium, that metal from which our modern batteries run. But standing here, all these figures seem insignificant, because the scene is so unreal that even the language of science becomes silent. When the sun sets and golden aura spreads in the sky, then this salt flat shines like liquid gold. High clouds on the horizon, and below their precise reflection. This is that moment when nature reaches its perfection. At night, the salt flat takes another form. When the Milky Way emerges in the sky, then its second reflection forms on the earth. Countless stars above and below their same picture, a such scene in which the difference between above and below erases. In that silent night when you stand alone, then a strange peace descends from all around, as if the universe itself is watching you. The wind creates a light vibration, and the salt under the feet shines like a cold sheet. At that moment, it is realized that this place is not only a part of the earth but itself, the mirror of the universe in which creation recognizes itself. The local Amara tribe considers this place sacred. According to them, this is the mirror gate of the earth. where souls pass between sky and earth. Their belief is that when a person walks on this mirror, then he does not just move forward but walks between his past and future both. Perhaps this is why the silence here is also different. It does not create fear, but fills a permanent peace within. Unexplained teaches us that sometimes reality is so beautiful that it starts seeming like a dream. This is that place where time stops, where man forgets his mortality and becomes part of the infinite. Here nature has proved that its greatest power is hidden in simplicity. Only salt, water, and light have come together and created such a scene which no art, no science can ever replicate. When morning happens and the first ray falls on this white mirror, then it feels as if the earth itself is taking rebirth. Peaceful, pure, and sacred. That's all for today's video. There are countless such places in the world that are not only seen, but felt. Where every stone, every wave, and every silence reminds us that our Earth is not only a planet, but a living poetry which writes its new line itself every day. If you liked this mysterious journey, then stay connected on this channel because the next miracles of the Earth are still remaining. If you are watching this video, please subscribe our channel Epoch Docs.